Okay, so this is Mobile Local Fusion. The only constant in life is change. And the internet is changing everything. And more importantly, mobile internet is really changing everything. There currently are more searches for local businesses on mobile devices than on PCs. So let's take a quick look at how Google and other search engines are handling this, and what local businesses must do in order to stay on top. The good news is that the new way of reaching our potential customers is actually less expensive and more effective than everything else. And in order to understand the changed environment, we first have to look at how we traditionally marketed our businesses. Traditional advertising before the internet involved newspaper, TV, direct mail, telemarketing, print ads, word of mouth, and of course, the phone book. And all this stuff is really expensive. Then the internet comes along and Google comes along 13 years ago, and when somebody searches Google as of a year or so ago, they got a search engine result page like this with the paid ads on the top and the right and the organic listings on the left, as you can see. So you spend some money on search engine optimization so you can get to the top of the list, which is a good idea. The flaw with all this, and all media and marketing going back forever, is that everybody spends their money and effort to look better than their competitor. It doesn't mean that any business is actually any better, it just means they spent more money. And consumers know this, it's always been this way, so they try to avoid your advertising. Times are rapidly changing, people don't use the phone book nearly as much, newspapers are down, all those other methods are getting typically more expensive and less effective, but we keep on doing it. So the good news is that by redirecting some resources away from traditional marketing, a business can be very effective in the new mobile and local search environment. There's a change in online marketing, actually all marketing. It's not something that's going to happen, it's already here. It's not hard to understand this stuff, but we do have to look at some of the concepts before we can put it all together. So the first one is name, address, and phone number information. And then we'll take a look at Google Places and mobile web and also reviews. Let's go over here. Business map data, what we call name, address, and phone number, it's really important to have that right. And over the years, lots of search engines and citation sites have arrived on the internet. Recognize some of those. And these sites were just grabbing business information from wherever they could find it, and the data was and often is still very, very dirty. Businesses close, move, merge, have name changes, and all that stuff. So the NAP of your business is now one of the most important aspects of local and mobile searching. Trusted name, address, phone number info is the key to showing up on local and mobile searches. Many of these search sites, especially Google, might not even list you if they find inconsistent NAP info. Since they're trying to give the most relevant and accurate search results to the searcher, they rank businesses partially on the consistency of your name, address, and phone number. Think about it. You wouldn't use CitySearch for long if it sent you to a closed restaurant or a relocated auto shop. So the first step of staying on top in mobile and local searches is making sure that your map info is correct and distributed to the widest range of internet properties. Fortunately, there are services like Localease and UBL that feed the leading business databases. So there's Localease over there, and UBL and Google Places gets its information from all over the place, and the more accurate it is, the more it writes. We're going to go to Google Places and see how that works over there. Google realized that mobile and local search was going to rule, and they were going to rule it. They knew that people would be searching for mobile devices, but they faced a lot of challenges. Google could use IP address geographic information to find out where you were, and more importantly, GPS info on smartphones to provide relevant local search results. But how could they provide great location based on results when 50% of businesses have a website and only a small percentage of those websites are even formatted for mobile devices? And worse, they're all just old-fashioned I'm better than you because I spent more than you advertising. So something had to change. So Google completely changed the rules. They scrubbed and scraped listings from hundreds of search sites all over the web and created 49 million pre-designed, pre-indexed, pre-SEO'd free websites that are already receiving free traffic every day. Welcome to Google Places. Remember, just last year, a Google search would return something like this. Well, it's completely different now. As of last October, a Google search returns this. And those are the Places pages, and they completely knock a lot of the first page organic listings right off of page 1. And on a mobile device, the results link to the Places page, not the business website. The good news is that these Places pages can be optimized. This is an unoptimized place page. You see it says business owner on the upper right hand corner because it hasn't been claimed. This place page has been properly claimed and verified with business information, geotag pictures, videos, and other stuff. But it has that little review problem on the bottom. But you can see the hours are set, the categories are there's photographs, it's owner verified listing in the upper right, that's the way they're supposed to look. Of the 49 million Places pages out there, only about 7% have been claimed by the business owner, which is great news because just by doing this simple thing it sets you ahead of other businesses. And of those, only a few have been set up correctly with accurate business information, operating hours, images, videos, coupons, things like that. So an owner-verified and strategically optimized Places page has a much better chance of listing on mobile in the 7-pack of Google PC search. This is an eye tracking map of a regular Google search result page, and you can see that the hotspot right there is right at the beginning of the Places pages. A little bit of looking around in other places, but you want to be anywhere, you want to be right here. Since Google made the Places pages the search result on mobile, having the stuff tricked out and verified is absolutely critical. It'll show right up there, or you're basically nowhere. Let's just talk about mobile websites for just a second. They're just formatted to look good on a phone. When a mobile user clicks on the Places page listing, there is a link to the actual business website inside. If it takes them to a normal website, they'll have to zoom in and scroll all over the place, and they probably won't do that for long. So this is a normal site for ADCO properties, and it's a little tough to read on an iPhone. Not too bad, but notice the link on the top where you can click to go to the mobile site. That's the mobile site. Very simple, easy to navigate, fits perfect on a phone. It has all the pertinent information that everybody needs and how to get there and driving directions and everything you need. And it pays just off for a simple mobile version that's designed to work on a smartphone. Just again, very simple. Mobile websites aren't very expensive because they're small and they're usually made from the information that you already have on your site. Let's go back to Google. So, what do we know? We know that Google is determined to provide the best and most relevant search results to its users, but how can they tell which business would be the best results for the searcher? Aside from reliable and consistent name, address, and phone number information, they encourage customers to rate the business with reviews. And they aggregate the reviews from other citation sites like CitySearch and Superpages. The ratings drive rankings, and they should. So, when somebody searches for your line of business, they get the Places page listing, and they are directed to the Google Places page, not your website. And not only Google reviews, but also links to other sites with reviews. So think about it. From a consumer's point of view, this is great. A car repair chain that does bad things to its customers is going to get busted by its own customers, and the little bakery that has the best pastries ever is going to run. I'm buying my pastries there, and I'm not taking my car there. The world's never seen anything quite like this before. I call it consumer-driven advertising. Let's take a look at reviews. The reality of reviews is that there are two types of businesses. You've either been reviewed or you will be reviewed. You can either wait for the day when somebody that's angry rails on you, or you can get out in front and give your many happy customers a voice. We all have happy customers, but we got to help them. So you have a choice. You can either engage in this thing or you can hide in your head. Treat your customers right and make it easy for them to leave a review. Positive reviews are great, and an occasional bad review isn't too bad, but this can be a door closer. About 70% of local consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations, and 80% of 16 to 34-year-olds trust them because they know what regular advertising is. 50% of consumers are more likely to use a business that has positive reviews, and 60% of consumers will avoid a local business that has a negative online review. Getting your clients' reviews out there, places your customer search, is important, but getting customers to leave a positive review is a hassle for them. They don't know what to do. They forget. They have to create a complicated account, create an email account. They don't know where to go do it, but if somebody's mad, they'll do whatever it takes to please you. Make it easy for happy customers to leave positive reviews. So here's the way it is now. Reviews are real and they're here to stay. Google Places is here, and although it changes every week, it's probably here to stay too. An optimized Places page should outrank others. Google Places pages are mobile enabled, so that's what works on a mobile search. Reviews are placed on Google Places and other citation sites. Reviews from all over drive rankings. Clear and consistent name, address, and phone number is at the leading edge of mobile and local search. And a simple mobile website provides clear information to mobile users. So what does it take to get all this stuff done? Check your name, address, phone number. You can use a website called yext.com. It'll show any inconsistencies. Clarify and update your name, address, and phone number, either at Localese or UBL, or maybe both. Claim your Places page at Google, Yahoo, and Bing. Check for reviews at getlisted.org. Make it very easy for customers to leave positive reviews, and make a mobile-enabled website with basic information. That's Mobile Local Fusion, and I'm David Sherman.